Morning, everybody. Grab a cup of coffee and a donut or three, and let's do some switching. Well, welcome to part one. A little bit different this time, as I talked about at the end of the last video. Since we don't have to switch wherever, the dispatcher sent us up what in Chillicothe was called the Sherman track on the west side of town. I'm not sure what it would be called on the east side of town, but we'll just go with the Sherman track. And we have a gondola to switch out at Union Spring. Sorry about my noisy chair. But it's about 30 degrees outside, and I'm not going to sit out and narrate it tonight. Sorry. Still using the GP7. So I've got 3 engines having sound installed, and then my GP40, just having it sort of checked out, make sure it's okay. So this is the only sound engine I really have right now, except for my SD35. And that's really not something that they would use to switch in Chillicothe. I'm probably going to end up selling it. Sounds fantastic, but it's just not something I ever run. So we're pulling the empty. That was a N&W gondola, and we're putting a Western Maryland Chessie gondola in its place. After I spotted the car, I did stop the video to uncouple it. I can look through the end of the loading dock there and sort of see to uncouple it, but it always takes me a little bit of time. Not very smooth at it, so I decided I'd stop the video and so you wouldn't have to watch that. Alright, so we're going to go back and pick up the train. So what I have now is I have 5 cars that are going to stay in Chillicothe, counting the one that I just pulled. and 2 to go to Oak Hill. I don't want to take those 5 Chillicothe cars to Oak Hill, so I'm going to pull up all the way through the turnout onto the main line, and then I can leave the Chillicothe cars on the passing siding. So the yellow Chessie covered hopper and the boxcar, Chessie boxcar, are going to Oak Hill. We just have a 2-car train going to Oak Hill. And apparently that's going to be about the norm if I operate this way. 2 or 3 cars going to Oak Hill, which is okay, as long as I eventually start switching the scrapyard. And I may occasionally run an operating session with just Oak Hill or just Chillicothe. Don't always have to be locked into this. Those trains still exist. All right, so now we're going to back the caboose and the cars that are going to Oak Hill. We're going to leave them on the main. And then we'll pull back forward and leave the Chillicothe cars on the passing siding. And if you remember in the last one, I was real concerned. I had very little clearance because I had 5 cars between Douglas Avenue and the turnout, and it was really tight. So this time I decided I'm going to split the train. I'm going to leave 1 car on the other side of Douglas Avenue and 4 cars on this side. So we'll leave that BN reefer. It's going to go to Miller Distribution. We'll leave it by the yard office. That way it'll be safe. No one will break in and steal the beer. So you know I live in Georgetown, Kentucky, and this is a big bourbon country. And little railroad, Frankfort and Cincinnati, used to service distilleries, and they would bring cars full of bourbon to Georgetown and leave them to interchange with the Southern, and they would have to have a guard to keep people from breaking into the cars to stealing the bourbon. Okay, we're headed to Oak Hill. And as soon as we get in Oak Hill, past Main Street, we'll stop the video. Interested in your opinion. I am thinking about maybe shooting a long video of an entire operating session, which would probably end up being 40 or 50 minutes if I put it into one video. Hopefully YouTube will let me upload a video that big. I don't think I've ever done anything more than 30. But maybe it's something I could upload on Christmas morning. But I've gotten a lot of positive feedback that people like the shorter videos broken up into sections. So in the comments, if you care one way or the other, just let me know. Panning the camera, I almost forgot to blow for Main Street. So. Alright, so as soon as the caboose clears, we're going to end the video. So, everybody stay safe. And actually, I'm off until January 4th. So, I'm looking forward to getting a lot of model railroading done, along with celebrating the holidays with my family. So, take care, everybody. Stay safe.